Make it as official can be. Welcome back. Year 2 of Streamer versus Twitch chat. Our lovely Draft of Glory head-to-head series in NBA 2K22. As I just mentioned, I would love to run this in the WNBA, but you're not allowed to add expansion teams, and you would have to essentially fantasy draft out the rosters. And it's an idea, sure, but obviously it's just much easier to go straight into my NBA and do what you gotta do, right? And do what you gotta do. So, we will not be running a fantasy draft. We will say that we can customize the league and all of that fun stuff. Custom roster does not matter. We will leave all of that. That is fine. RPG-wise, I mean, we can leave on morale. It's funny that morale's on by default.
For those about
I'm alright with leaving morale and chemistry on. Ice Ducks, thank you for the 40. It was totally offensive pass interference, but don't worry about it. It was totally offensive pass interference. Yeah, we'll just deal with that. Price changes to be... Do we care about morale? Do we care about morale? I don't think we do. I'll leave it on. I definitely don't really care about price changes. We'll just let that happen on its own. Apparently, there's an update required. Already. The play-in tournament will leave. And you're dropping the 5 gifted as well. What a guy. What a guy. We'll leave the morale on. Screw it.
Taste the biscuit.
Screw it.
Taste the good.
Pender. Appreciate it. He's up to 100 lifetime gifted subs on this channel. What a guy.
Taste the good.
Question number 1. Question number 1. In terms of the pre-built designs, are they all the same thing? They are. They have not changed any of this. Of course, last year it was the Vancouver Ravens and the Louisville Liberty. They are all the same teams this time. No, there's new ones. They actually added things. How do you like that? There's the Bronx Brawlers. Alright, well, I'm going to leave this up as a vote in chat. They actually added stuff. That's cool. I'll let you guys decide what team you want. There is the Bronx Brawlers. You got to look at their team there. There's the Omaha Airmen. Omaha. Shout out to the Danger Zone. There's the Honolulu Breeze. The Honolulu Breeze. It's very bright. And that's it. They added 3 new teams. 3! Oh my god. Well, we might as well use one of the new ones. So chat, I'll leave it up to you. It is either the Bronx Brawlers, the Omaha Airmen, or the Honolulu Breeze. I will allow you to decide which one you want. And it looks like the Breeze is going to run away with this. It took them a whole year to add 3 teams. Can you believe it? I would go for like the online teams, but again, I'm having trouble connecting to the servers, and this game literally just came out, so. It looks like Honolulu is going to win. It looks like Honolulu is going to win. And then we get to see if this shit's still glitched. Alright, so being added to the Western Conference Pacific Division. Chat's team, the Honolulu Breeze. And being added to the Eastern Conference Central Division, my very own Omaha Airmen. Fucking Danger Zone, bitches. Danger Zone. So it is Hawaii, Omaha, Hawaii, and Omaha. We are good to go. Autosave will be on. Quarter length, whatever. Doesn't give a shit. Normalized, played the sim minute. It doesn't matter. Normalized, played the sim stats. Sure. I wish I could read the rest of it. Is there an airbase in Omaha or something? Imagine there's not. I guess I'll leave them off because they're off by default. I don't remember what those do. This allows random storylines to be generated with draft prospects. Sure. I don't even know what that means. Does that mean someone's gonna have a fucking Mac Jones DUI and I have to decide if they're worth it or not? Is that what we're talking about? Let's see. Off-season auto. Honestly, we'll leave all that off for now. G League's good. Staff abilities. Don't really need special staff abilities. It'll be fine. The G League is good. Progressive fatigue. Team chemistry rule changes. Playing game cost an action point. Actions auto sim. No. Fuck you and your actions. To be honest, I don't remember what we set the draft quality to last year, but we're totally going to put it at a 69 because we're all mature here. Contract-wise, all of that is fine. Trade logic, sure. Aside from that, all of that looks good. Except we will turn off computer trade offers because there is no reason for us to do that. Because we don't trade in this series. Injury-wise, we'll go ahead and deal with that. It's all well and good. Just leave those at 50. See how bad they happen to be. Progression-wise, leave it all the same. See how bad it happens to be, or good, for that matter.
Good for
We'll just
you.
leave it as it is. Got the CD Lamb burner. CD Lamb ain't burning nobody tonight. Oh, goodness. All of this should be fine. We'll pretty much leave it all at 50. We'll see what happens. I'll put the difficulty on Hall of Fame because we're never going to play anyway. But, yeah, I think right now, I mean, again, not really knowing anything about the game since it just came out. We'll leave it pretty much all at 50 and hope for the best. And hope for the best. We'll turn on the ticker, I guess. I don't know. Why not? Give me all of the ticker stats. All of it. Alright, cool. I think we're good. If there's anything else we should change, so be it. We will leave all of that as is for the moment. In terms of the grid, we will take control. What the hell does it mean by the grid? Oh, there we go. Take Omaha and Honolulu. Roster-wise, all that's fine. I would presume the governor. The governor. That's not what we need. We got our two teams and we're fine. Oh yeah, Rit, NBA is just nothing but options. It's everything you wish the NHL could be. In terms of a franchise mode. Everything you wish it could be. So with that, boy, that ticker goes really fast. One lone piece of information. In terms of protecting players, obviously, we got nobody to protect. And again, we'll be taking the worst players possible. So it doesn't really matter, for example, that like Embiid is protected and that Philly protected Ben Simmons, even though they would never. None of this matters. Because we won't be taking top players. So we get to the expansion drafts. And I will be choosing for both teams because we're just going to breeze through this. Jamal Murray is available, as is John Wall, D'Angelo Russell. But you guys will be taking the worst overall player, who is Josh Hall. Josh Hall from the Oklahoma City Thunder. He is your first player. The Airmen will be selecting Jay Scrubb, the legend. Jay Scrubb. The Airmen will also be taking Nate Hinton. This is it. We will start off. Shout out to Tyshawn Alexander, the newest member of the Honolulu Breeze. Didi Luzada. Good old Didi. Anthony Lamb. CJ Ellaby. Probably not going to hit 70 overall guys here. Mamadi Diakite? I don't know. He's the next pick. Devin Dotson. Romeo Langford. Sean McDermott, the coach. Nick Richards. Elijah Hughes. Cassius Stanley. The names, though. Jalen Harris is off the board. We will actually be selecting 70 overall guys. Cassius Winston. Anthony Tolliver, still in the game. Damian Dotson. Spelling, by the way. Solomon Hill. How many picks do we need? Gabe Vincent. Jamius. K. That's a name. Makes Darius look normal. Brad Wanamaker. Tim Frazier. How many fucking players do we need? Quentin Grimes. Lonzo McKinney. Cameron Thomas. And that's it. So the initial expansion draft is done. And we will advance to our first season, which of course will require a lot of simming, because these two teams are going to suck. Now allow me to hit save really quickly and go back to see if we can get update required off of the goddamn main menu. Please, for the love of God, can I get that off of the main menu? Yeah, cool. Sure, all the terms and conditions. Yep, this is great. Please don't make... It's gonna make me scroll through the whole fucking thing. Well, chat, how are you? How are you? Well, I have to sit here and scroll through fucking everything. How are you? Isn't this great? I know I'm having fun. Holy crap. It's the fucking form that'll never end. I'm signing away the rights to my fucking my firstborn, also known as my firstborn. Holy shit, 2K, you gotta be joking me with this shit. There we go. Now we get to do it for the private policy. Woo! Same thing. Still can't connect to the servers. Oh, how's the game look? I haven't seen a second of gameplay. Not a second. Not a gosh darn dang second of gameplay. Oh my god. Alright, I agree. Thank you. Yep, that sure is my email address. Thank you. No, please don't keep me in... yeah, don't keep me in the loop. I don't care. I don't want to opt in. I disagree. All I wanted to do was get rid of the update thing. Stop it. Let me go back. You notice how it shows the Omaha Airmen first. It's beautiful. Alright, first and foremost, there is one change that I have to make. And it's to that goddamn ticker, because it goes way too fast. So what we'll do here, shout out to Francis Noel Pro, I'm presuming. Thank you for the host. I do appreciate it. Welcome to the very start of this, as everything is the same. It's all the same. Don't even know why we have a governor. That guy has a hell of a haircut, though. Hell of a haircut. I better not have missed a setting that means we can get fired. Somebody would have told me, right? Somebody would have told me if I missed a setting where I could have been fired. I'm sure. My staff-wise, we should be fine. Cool. Yep. Cool. Thank you. So obviously right now, both team staffs absolutely suck. Which is to be expected. Both teams, as planned, absolutely suck. Oh my god, enough with the tutorials, please. Stop it. Stop it. So, your Omaha Airmen, led by Quentin Grimes and Alfonso McKinney. Yeah, a long way to go. Whereas your Honolulu Breeze, led by Cameron Thomas and Tim Frazier. Both of these teams are absolutely gonna suck for the first few seasons. Especially when, again, you're only allowed 2 draft picks a year. So I'm just double checking through everything, and then pretty much we'll get right down to the scouting. We don't even have to worry about player mentorships this season. So the only thing that I want in terms of automated, we'll automate catch-up scouting, which is fine. Actually, no, you know, we'll leave it all on. We should be fine. We should be fine. Let's do this. Again, we have nothing to do right now. This team is going to suck. That's it. We'll just get through it. I don't think there's any crucial piece of information we're going to be missing. We'll simulate the regular season and see what happens. Hopefully, the simming is that much faster. We will have CPU adjust the rotation for that particular injury. And I will do the same. That was kind of the setting I was looking for there. So. It's a whole lot of L's. The Airmen did get a win, though. 2 wins, in fact. Look at us go. We're crushing it. You guys are already losing. Prospect scouting. Okay, so this is new. This is new. Unless I missed it last year. Change to target players. Scout around the 2nd pick. Scout around the 34th pick. Fill in knowledge. So we can hit X to auto-pick the goals. Y to always have the CPU handle the scouting. Honestly, we might just do Y because it'll save times for both teams. So let's have the CPU handle the scouting. Because obviously we'll both be able to benefit from seeing each other's scouting reports. That's the fun of it. But we will continue on. This Omaha team is tragic. I think it's interesting that they removed the ability to see your record on this screen. Like, while you're simulating, you can't see your record, which is very bizarre. They've made some interesting changes to this, for better or worse, I do suppose. But it's all about what that first draft is going to be. Oh, look at Omaha getting wins, though. We play the Breeze. The inaugural brawl. And Honolulu wins. We'll never talk about this again. We'll never talk about it again. Doesn't mean anything. It's season 1. It's season 1. Doesn't mean a thing. Does not mean a thing. Oh, the All-Star. No, I don't wish to stop. I want to see... I want to see who made the All-Star game. But I don't really care enough to stop. Alright, who made the All-Star game? Hey, can we not? All-Star teams. Team Nikola against Team LeBron. Or not. It's against Team James Harden. Because LeBron's on Team Nikola. Fair enough. Any first-time All-Stars? Doesn't really look like it. Looks like Porzingis. Tingus is down there, but I can't scroll to see him. No first-time All-Stars. Interesting. I find it very interesting how the names at the bottom are cut off. So, as of the All-Star break, the Airmen sit with a record of 6 wins and 48 losses, whereas the Honolulu Breeze are at 5 and 49. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Can I please just simulate the rest of the season? Thank you. And onward we go. Trade deadline. Nope. No trade offers needing to be made whatsoever. We're out tanking you for now. I don't need the tank for that #1 overall pick. Too much pressure. Plus, there was a draft lottery. The extensions deadline. Nope, we'll keep going. No need for contract extensions with anybody on these 2 particular teams. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Everybody on this team can go. Both teams, really. Alright. As we head into April, where's it going to be? How's this going to go down? Nikola wins MVP. 28 points a game, 15 rebounds. Jesus Christ. Evan Mobley won Rookie of the Year. Despite Cade Cunningham putting up more points, he's up to an 82. Jalen Suggs did pretty well. Scotty Barnes, Jalen Green. But yeah, Cunningham denied by Evan Mobley. Sixth Man of the Year, Andre Drummond. Defensive Player of the Year was Giannis. Devin Dotson, Most Improved Player. The Airmen have their first award. And it is to one Devin Dotson. Way to go, Devin. I'm proud of you. Doing it for the Airmen. Nate McMillan won Coach of the Year. Executive of the Year, that guy. There you go. NBA All-First Team was Doncic, Beal, Giannis, LeBron, and Jokic. Don't care too much about the All-Third teams. All-Defensive Team, Ben Simmons, Paul George, Giannis, Kawhi, and Rudy Microphones Gobert. The All-Rookie Team, Evan Mobley, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Suggs, Scotty Barnes, and Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey. What a name. So the playoffs, the play-in round, which is outrageous. Dallas plays LA, Denver plays Minnesota. The winner of the play-in round plays the Clippers. Golden State plays Utah. Phoenix plays New Orleans. And of course, Portland also awaits the results from over here. Eastern Conference side, you have the Knicks and Pacers, Magic and Hornets on the bubble. Philadelphia, the number 1 seed. Boston plays Chicago. Milwaukee plays Brooklyn, and Atlanta is down here behind the webcam for what's going on there. So, the Airmen finished at 9-73. The Breeze at 7-75. So, Honolulu will have the higher odds in the draft lottery. Do we care about our stats from the season? I don't think we do. What do you think? Do we just get to our draft to get our first players? Elijah Hughes was my top player in terms of points per game. For you guys, it was Jalen Harris and Cameron Thomas, both averaging 13.3 points a game. That's about it, for anybody who cared. So, through the playoffs we go. We will simulate the play-in as the Mavericks beat the Lakers, the Timberwolves beat the Nuggets, and the Lakers beat the Timberwolves. So it'll be Clippers, Lakers, Blazers, Mavs. And on the other side, the Pacers beat the Knicks, the Hornets beat the Magic, and the Hornets beat the Knicks. So the Knicks miss out. It'll be Philadelphia and Charlotte, Indianapolis. It'll be the site of, it's the Indiana Pacers in Atlanta, down on the other side. I didn't hit force win, I hit sim. I mean, yeah, you can force win if you want to. I could decide that every year I don't win, that the Celtics win. But let's simulate round one. See what happens. The Lakers upset the Clippers. God damn it. Why can the Clippers never get it done? Golden State beats Utah. New Orleans beats Phoenix. And Dallas beats Portland. On the Eastern Conference side, Philadelphia sweeps Charlotte. Boston beats Chicago. Milwaukee beats Brooklyn in 7. And Atlanta beat Indiana in 7. So you got Golden State and LA. Dallas, New Orleans, Boston, Philadelphia, Atlanta, Milwaukee. Second round, Golden State beats LA in 5. Dallas beats New Orleans in 6. Philly beats Boston in 6. And Milwaukee swept Atlanta. It is Golden State, Dallas, Philadelphia, and Milwaukee who's going to the finals. And it will be Milwaukee and Golden State. Milwaukee kicked the shit out of Philly. So Milwaukee going for the repeat. Can they do it? Is the question. They fucking swept them. So Milwaukee wins back-to-back titles to start off this series. Giannis is Finals MVP. Averaged almost 24 points a game. Over 16 rebounds a game. Jesus Christ. Unreal. So a rough end of the season for Golden State. Steph Curry thought, hey, maybe one more kick at the can. No. And again, for anybody who is not familiar with the NBA, but you know, like NHL franchise mode, be sad over what NBA has and what we don't. Player retirements, Carmelo Anthony, Trevor Ariza, and Dwight Howard, all on that miracle Lakers team, all retire. I hate that I've gotten to the point. Like, I'm old enough that Carmelo Anthony is one of the players that retires at the end of Season 1. Sucks getting old. Haslam's gone. LaMarcus Aldridge. JJ Redick. Oh my god, JJ Redick retired. Anderson Varejao. Marcus Gasol. Dragic. Damn. Sad days. Sad days. Of course, you can override a player retirement if you want to. Staff retirements. Oh, Pop retired. As did Dwayne Casey. I kind of wanted Popovich to come back, but Pop retires. Hall of Fame inductees, Dwight Howard and Carmelo Anthony. Both make it with over 1,200 games played. But yeah, Dwight and Carmelo both made it. Very weird that it doesn't show their picture there. And then jersey retirements. Howard has his number retired by the Magic. Carmelo has his number retired by the Nuggets. Makes sense. The league meetings. This was rejected. The salary cap is being increased by $10 million. Everything else was rejected. So the 4 worst teams will have identical odds. That was rejected. Barely. That almost passed. That was heavily shut down. So we'll just deal with what it is. So the salary cap goes up by $10 million. And now we go to the main event. The draft lottery. Who will have the higher pick between our two teams for Season 1? You guys have a 13.9% chance. I have a 13.8% chance here in the draft lottery. Will the Knicks stay at pick number 16? Yes, they do. So the Knicks do not move up. 14th lottery selection of all time. The Magic. Will they stay at pick 15? Yes, they will. They took Jalen Suggs last year. Pick number 14. Will it be the Nuggets? Yes, it will be. 15th lottery selection ever. Never had the number 1 pick. The Heat. Will they stay at pick number 13? Yes, they will. What's going to happen with free agent Jimmy Butler? Heat would have had to swap picks with the Rockets if it went higher. Huh. Fun fact. Fun fact. Pick number 12. Will it be Minnesota? Yes, so no movement so far, which is fine. 4th consecutive year with a lottery pick. Poor Minnesota. Poor Minnesota. Memphis. Will they stay at pick number 11? Yes, they will. So still no movement to speak of. 17th overall lottery selection. Never had the number 1 pick. Poor Memphis. The bevel on these logos, by the way, crazy. Toronto. Will they stay at 10? Yes, they will. Took Scotty Barnes 4th in the prior year. Made the all-rookie team. Houston at number 9. Stays at number 9. And, of course, that was the pick swap with the Heat. So they'll stay at 9. Sacramento at pick number 8. Stays. So no movement as we get into the top 7. 16th consecutive year with a lottery pick. Oh, God, Sacramento. Oh, just endless trash. Washington, pick number 7. They keep it. No movement at all, man. Bradley Beal's going to be a free agent. Pick number 6. Scheduled to be Atlanta. But will it be? Atlanta stays at pick 6. They now have 6 and 29. Number 5, San Antonio. And we have movement. Cleveland ends up at number 5. The Spurs have moved up. Number 4 was supposed to be Detroit. And it's Honolulu falling to pick number 4. Yes! Get bent! Detroit was supposed to have pick number 3. And Omaha, 1 pick ahead, baby. We both fell. Thanks to fucking San Antonio. Who gets the top pick now, chat? As Detroit will pick number 2, which means the San Antonio Spurs have won the draft lottery, and they get the number 1 overall pick. So there you go. They had a 9.6% chance of winning, and they do. They lose Greg Popovich, and it's the 3rd time in their history they get the number 1 overall pick. So there you go. Honolulu falls to 4, the Airmen at 3. You'll love to see it. The draft lottery, a beautiful thing. In terms of staff signings, oh God, what are we gonna do? Is there a way for me to automate this? There should be, for both teams. Apparently not. At least not at this stage. No, we just didn't go to the right spot. Yeah, so they took out the ability to change the automation. That's really weird. So we might just have to see what the hell happens. We might just have to see what the hell happens. Alright, cool. Well, shit. So, staff signing. Honestly, we're just gonna sim it and see what the hell happens. It'll have to sign people for us anyway. To the Combine. To the Combine. Fastest player. Julio McNeil. Ran a 3.0 flat. Best vert jump. A couple guys hit 44. Travis Bradley. Billy Dawkins. And Brandon Anthony. Strong boy is Ernest Lydon. He's a he looks like Brady Kachuk. All right. To the pre-draft workouts we go. This is for the Airmen. So what we will do, look at the Draft Express rankings. I need more information on Travis Bradley. I need more information on Wenli Liu. Ruben Bryant. I forget how many options I get. It's like 5, isn't it? Give me more info on all the boys here. More than 5. Fair enough. Give me more information on anybody that I don't have information on. Max Buford. Okay, the fact I can do that for a shitload of people. Automate it. To the NBA draft we go, chat. To the draft we go. I am excited for this. Adam Silver's here. Looking as vampire-ish as ever. Spurs are on the clock. And they choose power forward Lauren Holloway out of Michigan State. So they win the lottery and take Lauren Holloway. The Pistons, after winning the lottery, take Alvin Oliver, 7'2" center out of Florida. Alvin. He's the best interior defender in this class. Got the Lang Whitaker. And that brings Omaha to their selection. So make sure you pay attention, chat, because you get my information, I get yours. This guy was projected 24th on the Draft Express board. I got some guys who weren't projected to go all that high, but could still be worth it. The number 1 guy on the Draft Express board is Travis Bradley. Oops. No information on badges. Let's take a look here at the scouting report. I don't know enough about him. Poor judgment when it comes to ball distribution. Well, that's not ideal, now is it? Yeah, I don't know enough about him. What about Jeb Verney? Look at Jeb. Look at old Jeb, the Australian. According to my scout, his ceiling is Latrell Sprewell. I mean, Jeb Verney is apparently guaranteed to be a starter, according to the information I have now. You just gotta wait a year to get him. 75% scouted. I mean, he seems like a decent pick. There's also Edward O'Brien. Stealing a starter, the floor is Brandon Jennings. I don't like that. What's his potential? That's not how it works, dog. I mean, in terms of like looking at their actual potential, sure, but you're never gonna know for sure, right? Bradley doesn't know. Jebs is apparently a B potential. Edward O'Brien says A+, if you care to trust it. Which I don't. Even though he's 72% scouted. Says A+, but his ceiling's apparently just a normal starter. I don't know about that one. What about Wenli Liu? We do not know enough about you. We do not know enough about you. Absolutely nothing about old Wenli. Courtney Frazier. Could be the next Antonio McDyess. A- potential, apparently. Only 35% scouted. Courtney Frazier. All-star or bench. A- potential, apparently. Not how much I believe in these. You got a lot of other guys that aren't scouted at all. Ryan Elliott and his sweet beard. Apparently a George Lynch comparison, which is a very odd comparison. Carlton Hickson. Guaranteed to be a starter. B potential, though. Shout out to Artie Smalls. Also of Australia. Almost guaranteed to be a starter. Alright, what I'm going to do at this point... Oh, Clint Bridges. Again, almost guaranteed to be a starter. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Sammy Stockton, also half decent. Apparently a B potential. His ceiling is Grant Hill level for the Brazilian. And you don't even have to wait for him. That's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. Jean Servidis. Servidis? I don't fucking know. Comparison as a starter. B- potential, apparently. Machong Wang. Out of the Ukraine. Guaranteed to be a starter. Machong Wang. Incredible. Dean Underwood. Apparently at an A-. DeMarcus Cousins comparison is interesting. And there was Ben Rivers, who I don't think I know enough about. Could be All-NBA at his best. Got a big jaw. C+ potential. From there, honestly, I'm just going to look at overall, based off of my scouts. So there is Donta Wade. B+ potential. I mean, he's getting compared to Manute Bol. Then there was also 21-year-old Carlton Hickson, who was the guy that was pretty much guaranteed to be a starter, and then Siravitas. It's a tough call. Like, Donta Wade's not bad. If you want, like, a damn good center. A really reliable center. He's the guy to pick. But I have the 3rd overall selection. And by potential, my scouts have identified 3 guys that have an A. And it's either Neil Red, Edward O'Brien, or Jean Underwood. It's one of those 3. And Edward O'Brien was picked by some to go pretty early. I just don't... That ceiling comparison is really throwing me off here. And again, I'm taking a look at all these guys so that you guys can have a general idea who you might want. I feel like it's boom or bust with Eddie O'Brien. Ah, man. It's O'Brien or it's Underwood. I like the fact that O'Brien has 11 badges on him. The first player selected to the Omaha Airmen, your Omaha Airmen, is Mr. Edward O'Brien out of Gonzaga. It was not based on team needs, I promise you, because we need everything. So, for Omaha, our pick is done. For you guys, let's see what your scouts think. Let's see what you guys think, or your scouts at least. We're gonna have it be more of a team effort instead of one choice or another. You do have a scout that says there's an A+ level talent in Travis Bradley. 98% scouted. His ceiling is all NBA apparently. A+ potential. I mean, he might have to be the guy. Aside from that, I mean, he doesn't really have the badges, but you have Underwood. You had Neil Red, who were also, again, identified as having good potential by your scouts. Underwood was also potentially all-NBA at his best. Red was the same. I mean, his comparison at best is Kevin Durant if he actually develops, which is ridiculous. But the question is, with your first pick, do you go for it? Showing up as an A+. That's the question.
Oh, good for
That was like
you.
a Jeb shot to Nova Steel for the follow, by the way. There was old Jeb Verney, who was also a year out. Elton Sanders, Devin Conley, Carlton Hickson. From there it drops. So, I mean, that's kind of your list of players available. Based off of potential, every single one of them has at least over 50% scouting. Conley was at a 63. Conley as a point guard, decent three-point shot, not the best playmaker in the world, not the best IQ in the world, which is crazy. Elton Sanders, excuse me, as a power forward. Decent rebounding, good inside scoring, and that's it. Jeb Verney, pretty good shooter. Just a lights-out shooter from the looks of it for the Australian, but he's a year out. There was Neil Red, who right now doesn't do anything well, but apparently has a good potential. There was Underwood at center, who has a three-point shot as a center. And then there's Bradley, who has great inside scoring for a shooting guard, needs some work, but apparently has the highest potential compared, according to your scouts. Draft Express did have Travis Bradley as the #1 guy in this draft, and he's still available at 4. None of the other guys are projected to go this early. Is it Travis Bradley? It looks like it is. I see some shouts for Jeb. Are there enough shouts for Jeb? Or is it Travis Bradley that you guys are going for? I think it's Bradley. I think it's Bradley. Seems to be the overall opinion. Alpha shouting out Underwood. All right. There's enough support for Bradley. There's enough support for Bradley. Travis Bradley is the first ever pick of the Honolulu Breeze. Let's see what they say about him. 3.4 steals a game. Led the nation. Highest steals in the NCAA. God damn. Well, let's see what happens here. Pick number 5, Carlton Hickson to Cleveland. Pick number 6 was Atlanta. They took Dean Underwood. I just view him as an insurance policy. Pick number 7 with Washington. Donta Wade, the big center. Had the highest rebounds per game in the nation last season. Sacramento took Courtney Frazier. See what they say about him. Some people saying he's a second-round talent. This guy thinks he's a steal. Skipped the next user pick. I like to see where people went. I'm taking my time. I know what I can do. How about you be patient, Wheelchair? What, do you got places to go? He's all right with jokes like that. Calm down. Houston at number 9. Julio McNeil out of DePaul. Oh, God. They're worried about John Wall leaving. You should be. Pick number 10, Toronto. Clay Knox II. Clay Knox II. Sacrifices his body for loose balls. I mean, who hasn't at one point in their lives? Let's see. Memphis. Jeb, there it is. Jeb's walking in Memphis. Jeb is walking in Memphis. That's who I wanted to see. Minnesota takes Gerald Baker. Expecting Kyle Lowry to leave. Miami takes Otis Williamson. The names are incredible. They landed a steal here. Cool. Denver. Elton Sanders. Good old Elton. Sanders was the most coachable man he's ever seen. Orlando. Reuben Bryant. Had the highest assists average in the nation. I'm waiting to see where Wang goes as well. There's Daryl Augustin to the Knicks. Charlotte takes Greg Cannon, the Argentinian. Greg Cannon. Ambient, what's up? Has the wingspan of a power forward center. 7'6" wingspan. Shooting guard, small forward. Jesus. Memphis again takes... Oh my God, they got Jeb and they got Wang. Mao Chung Wang. I'm rooting for Memphis. They got Jeb, they got Wang. Memphis. Incredible. Shout out to Memphis. They're going for the meme team. Dallas takes Chase Holloway. I was waiting to see when he was going to go, too. Pick number 20. The Pelicans take Chris Rogers. Apparently a really good three-point shooter. Pick number 21, Wayne Hines. Oh my God, Memphis has another pick. Hines, really good at the mid-range shot. Who the hell's Memphis gonna take now? Leon Rush. Oh my God. They got Chung, they got Jeb, and now they got Leon Rush. This is incredible. This is incredible. Shout out to Memphis. Gold State. Clint Bridges. Clint Bridges. Houston. Jean Servier. I was waiting to see if he was going to go too. Fast boy. OKC at 25. Sammy Stockton. I was waiting to see if he was going to go too. I made a short list of players I was keeping my eye on. They're all gone now. Pick number 26. Portland took Zach McKenzie out of Iowa. Get that guy out of Iowa. Boston at 27. Artie Smalls. Not Artie. Got a ridiculous wingspan for a point guard. Chicago. Ryan Elliott out of Southern Methodist. Atlanta at 29. Brent Butler. OKC. Billy Dawkins out of Georgia. Pick number 31, Philadelphia takes John Webb out of Georgia State. And the two-time reigning defending champions, the Milwaukee Bucks, take Karan Solomon. Which means the Breeze are back to begin the second round. And let's see who's available for you guys here at this stage. So, in terms of overall, I mean, you have a C+. Spencer Barry Carroll. You can't do this to me again. Don't do it. If you know, you know. But there is a Barry Carroll on the board. Which is horrifying for me. For those who didn't see the first time we did this last year. In terms of potential, you have an A and you have an A-, apparently. There is Neil Red, who again is a small forward, does absolutely nothing, but apparently has a good potential. There's Devin Conley as a point guard who has a good potential. Decent three, decent defense, decent playmaking for Devin Conley. So, I mean, in terms of current attributes, Conley looks to be much better. But yeah, Neil Red is still on the board. And then for B minuses, there are 3. Rivers, Gooden, and Buford. Rivers as a shooting guard, the Crimson Chin they call him. Good three-point shooting, not much else. Tomas Gooden, good interior option as a shooting guard forward. And then there is Buford as a shooting guard, who is apparently a really good three-point shooter. Red did indeed have the Durant comparison. Conley has a Stevie Franchise comparison. Let's see. Oops. Gooden. An Isaiah Ryder, Gerald Green comparison. Ben Rivers, Mitch Richmond, David Wingate, All-NBA and bench. So yeah, Reds, and then Buford was starter and bench. So, Red's an interesting one. He is 22. The potential says he's great, but the starting overall, it's risky. Do we have any other shouts? Aside from potentially a Barry Carroll, who has no player comparisons whatsoever because he's only 12% scouted. Hilliard, a Rubio Jennings comparison, almost like a slam dunk to be a starter. C+ potential, though, according to your scout. And then in terms of guys who are projected to be drafted, Wenli Liu is still holding on. Boom or bust. Jim Jackson, All-NBA comparison with an A in potential for Wenli Liu. So, I mean, you got some interesting choices. Conley has that All-NBA or All-Star comparison. So the way I see it, we'll put this up to a poll. Because why would we not? And we'll let you guys decide here who you want. So again, there is Wenli Liu. Is he as good as advertised? Who is to say? It shows B potential here, though, instead of an A. So what are you going to trust? There's also Neil Red. And I will add Barry Carroll to the list. But it was Liu and Red that I was seeing the most of here. So will it be Liu? Will it be Red? Those are the ones I was seeing the most. Again, Red had that All-NBA comparison. It says he's an A potential. It says Liu's a B potential. You got to look at Liu's stats as well. He looks a lot more well-rounded. Was projected to be a top 5, top 10 pick. No injury concerns. Gooden had All-Star, which is why I wasn't seeing anybody but you really mention him, Sox. Looks like it's going to be Liu. So that is the pick for Hawaii. 2 shooting guards in this draft. Travis Bradley and now Wenli Liu is the pick to start off the second round. We'll see if there's any analysis about him. He's a mysterious international player. So an interesting start to the draft for you guys. Let's see who's available for me here at Omaha. Ooh, a Barry Carroll. Again, Conley. I don't know a damn thing about Conley, apparently. Ben Rivers was apparently All-NBA. According to 2K rank, NBA has John Singleton looking pretty good. So overall-wise, Hilliard, again, like a guaranteed starter of a point guard. Simon apparently has, Greg Simon's looking pretty good. All-NBA and a John Sally comparison for the floor. Spencer Barry Carroll, I don't know enough about. Okay. In terms of potential, My scouts also have Neil Red as somebody worth watching. He really does seem like a project, though. Manny Gomez, Edwin Roy, Rook Taylor. I mean, it seems to me like it's Ben Rivers or it's Neil Red. Tough call. If there's no one... The guy that has a crazy amount of badges, though, which is interesting to me, is Manny Gomez. But his ceiling is Ricky Rubio at best, and while I like Ricky Rubio, we're likely not winning a championship with Ricky Rubio as our point guard. You know? There's other guys with badges. Hilliard's up there. Again, though, like, we're early enough in this that I think I did indeed take a point guard, yes. We're early enough in this that I gotta go for the shot. I gotta take Neil Red. Do what you guys didn't, and hope he pans out. We're early enough into this challenge that it's worth it. So I'm gonna take Neil Red out of Rhode Island, 34th overall. Scouts weren't impressed by his limited upside. What? If my scouts got this wrong, I'll never forgive them. So with that, we will sim to the end of this draft because, again, it's only 2 picks. And we'll see what happens. So for you guys, you get Bradley, who's a 70. I got O'Brien, who's a 74. So in terms of overalls, I won the battle in the first round, getting 74. Eddie O'Brien. His ceiling? Starter? Okay, so the ceiling has adjusted a little bit for Eddie O'Brien. It shows his potential as an A-. Okay. Alright, so his potential's an A-, but his ceiling dropped. You guys got Travis Bradley. Still shows him with an all-NBA ceiling. An A potential. So I got a guy who's 2 years younger with a higher overall, but you guys get a guy that apparently has a better ceiling. That evens out. That evens out a little bit. Second round. Ooh, so Wenli Liu, 72, 18 years old. Still has the All-NBA comparison. With a B potential, so the B potential was right. I ended up with Red, who's a 70 at 22. Still has the Durant comparison, though. What's the potential? B. How the fuck does he have a Durant comparison if he's a B? So I think I won the first round. You guys won the second round, no doubt. It all comes out in the wash. Unfortunately, oh my... I was gonna take Hilliard. Fuck! Oh, I should have taken him too. I got scared off by the Rubio comparison. I'm like, I know he's gonna be good, but I gotta go for the home run. I shouldn't have gone for the home run. He's a 76 at 19 years old. Fuck me. Rogers is, God, decent. Edwin Roy, what was your potential? B+. Brad Longley. Manny Gomez. How good was Manny Gomez? B. Okay. Leiden was a 73. Bobby Leonard. Simon was a 75. B- potential, though. Buford at a 71. I don't know if Barry Carroll was selected. He was. 75 at 19. C+ potential, though. Whew. All right. And Ben Rivers ended up in Boston, 69 rated. Overall, I mean, a decent draft for sure. Highest rated player in the draft was Lauren Holloway at an 81. So, yeah, I mean, again, I think I got a slightly better first round. You guys definitely got a better second round pick. That's not a horrible way for either team to start. We will go to the rookie status, and of course, both teams will sign their rooks. Player and team option, we're going to decline everything and make sure we have the lowest overall players. And then qualifying offers, again, for both teams, it'll be let my people go. And that brings us to free agency, which again, there's nothing we have to do. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Kawhi, Luka, James Harden, Jimmy Butler, Kyrie. Holy shit, Trae Young's an RFA. Whew. We'll advance a day. There's nothing to worry about. Nothing that we're going to do with these particular players. So we'll move forward a day. And again, we will see what happens here. Steph Curry to the Celtics. Fucking what? Alright. Alright. Again, let's make sure I'm announcing rights for everybody here. Cool beans. Alright. Steph Curry to the Celtics. Kevin Durant finally goes to the Knicks. Luka stays in Dallas. Harden to Detroit. Kawhi to Minnesota. Jimmy Butler stays with the Heat. Kyrie to the Pelicans. Bradley Beal stays in Washington. Westbrook with the Lakers. Ayton stays with the Suns. Holy shit, though. Steph Curry to Boston. Yes, please. Alright. So, free agency is up and running. Both teams, of course, will just sign the worst players that we possibly can. For me, just to keep track for myself, I have a point guard. I have 3 shooting guards and a small forward. You guys have very little. You have 3 shooting guards and a center. That's all you got. So, all right, let's go ahead and sign up free agents here to fill out the roster. So, point guards. I'm going to sign Murray Drew. If I can. Hopefully it'll let him sign. Shooting guards, I'm already good. Let me get another small forward, Antonio Gooden. I won the first round, so I'm signing my players first. That'll be the rule that we do. And it just happened to end up on my team, so I don't really give a shit. Power forwards, Guy Forbes. I mean, let's be honest, it's not as if these players matter. Also go after Thiago Saramago. Wait, I've used all my options. I hate free agency like this when there's the limited offers per day. I get why. But for a challenge like this, it's just a pain in the ass. That's all. For the Breeze. We'll start from the back. So you guys already have a center. Let's get Al Terrell onto the roster. We will also get Saramago. Go ahead and have you guys sign him. And Jake Flowers. We pick the oldest, crappiest guy. Nah, you go for the lower overall guys. That way, if they develop, another team can at least benefit. You know? So, Al Terrell agreed to sign with you guys. I mean, agreed to sign with me. Excuse me. Welcome aboard, Al. Honestly, let's just sim a couple days. Guy Forbes. Boy, you guys are just not getting... There you go. So you guys are just not getting offers, and I'm very confused. Does nobody want to sign with the Breeze? Honestly, let's just sim through these days here really fast. Sign people at the beginning of the season if it lets me do that. Alright, cool. Player progression. So for you guys, of course, Lou will still be rocking the 72. There's no real upgrades to be made for the young guys. Summer League will skip. The All-Star City Selection. Sim to the Summer League here. Indeed, it is a traffic light. Detroit. Congratulations to Detroit. I loves the All-Star game. And then the old Hoop Summit. We also don't need the date. I think they took out training camp, or it's just listed afterwards. Let's see. They took out training camp. It wasn't there. And we didn't set it to auto, I'm quite sure. So training camp is non-existent. that certainly changes the outlook of what happens when you draft certain players thinking, hey, we can train them up. Apparently not. Unless it's just in the outside, like the overall prep hub or some shit like that. I mean, individual training, there doesn't seem to be that one slam dunk option, pun not intended, to be able to train somebody up. So, fair enough. Season 1 in the books. We're neck and neck, baby.